Even if you think you have nothing, there's one thing you always have, and that is a choice. Yes. Even if you think you have nothing, there's one thing you always have, and that is choice. Great evening, guys. Thank you so very much for joining us again on another exciting upgrade live with Mr. Upgrade. Now, Dr. Upgrade. I'm so excited to be with you again on another exciting episode on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And today it's always going to be exciting, interesting, life transforming, and much more, right? I'm super happy to have you again join us today, every Sundays, like we always do, for what we do here, right? For the next hour, we're going to be doing what we do every Sunday. And those are the four things that we get to do every Sunday, right? Number one, we get to take your questions. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask your questions and we will gladly take them with all joy. We'll gladly take your questions. Number two, we get to share with you the upgrade mastery tip for the week. And for this week, the upgrade mastery tip for this week is choice. Yes, you heard right. Choice. Number three, we got to share with you, we got to connect, network, and bond because we strongly believe that in the world that we live in today, connecting, networking, and bonding is very key. It's top on the priority list. So we get to connect, network, and bond because we have people from all around the world who join the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, right? So we get to know ourselves, we get to connect with ourselves, we get to network even further after the conversation. And then the fourth thing we get to do is that we gotta have fun. We gotta have fun. Yes. We gotta have fun while we do the upgrade live with Mr. Upgrade because we know for a fact that if learning is not fun, there is no learning at all. And whatever it is you learn with full pleasure, you remember in full measure. So, guys, these are the four things that we get to do every Sundays on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade from 7 p.m. through to 8 p.m. And you're in again for the time of your life. Yes. So, while we wait for you to send in your questions, if you have questions, which is okay, we have our basic 5 questions we always start off the conversation with. Now, these 5 questions help us to lay the foundation for this conversation so that at the end of these questions, we've already laid the foundation upon which we will build the conversation we're going to be having today. So, we're going to get right on into our basic 5 questions. So, question number one. Question number one. What is choice? Right? What is choice? Now, we always hear people talk about choice. We always say, oh, you have to make a choice. It's your choice. This, whatever you do, is your choice. Yada, yada, yada. We always talk about choice. Now, what is choice? When you hear choice, what is the thing that comes to your mind? Right? When you hear choice, what is it that comes to your mind? What pops up in your mind? What is choice? Right? What is choice? Tell me, what is choice? What do you think about when you hear choice? What is that thing that it just resonates with you when you hear the word choice? Now, I'll wait for you a bit. Tell me, what is it? What is choice? Thank you so much for joining. By the way, put in some fires in the comment section because I really love to see the fires in the comment section. So put in some fires in the comment section so I know that you're here, you're present, and available for this, right? Thank you so much for joining. I see you. I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, even if it's your first time, by the way, please let us know that it's your first time. Leave a comment in the comment section that it's your first time. The team will reach out to you for a special first time gift, right? Just let us know that it's your first time. We're glad to have you here. Okay, so back to the question one. What is choice? Right? Okay, so while I wait for your feedback, let me just go ahead with what we think choice is from the upgrade side of life. When we talk about the things we talk about here, you won't find them anywhere else. So that's why we always encourage our viewers to always pay attention, because you will not get what we define here from anywhere else. Our definitions are always from the upgrade side of life. Now, what is choice? Follow me closely. Now, choice, it is a selection made from the available option. That's choice. Simply put, choice is a selection made from available option. So it means this is the option available to you. This is the selection that you make. That is your choice. So a choice is the selection made from available option. Right? So when you talk about choice, you're actually picking between many things. You're picking one. That becomes your choice. When you talk about choice, you have many people and you pick one. That becomes your choice. Right? So choice is a selection made from available option. So if you didn't have any option, you can't really say you made a choice because you didn't have an option. But if you have an option and then you select, that becomes your choice. Question 2. Who's responsible for choice? Now we know that this is what choice is, a selection made from available option. Now, who then is responsible for choice? The answer is you. For every choice you make, you are fully and totally responsible. So who then is responsible for choice? It's you. No one else is responsible for choice but you. You are totally and completely responsible for choice. Question number 3. Why choice? Why is choice anything we have to consider? Why is choice anything we have to look into? Why is choice anything a bother for us? Why choice? I'll tell you 3 reasons why choice. Number 1, select. Choice is important because it helps you to select, right? There is no choice if you can't select. There is no choice if you don't get to pick from the available options. So the first reason why choice is to select. The second reason why choice is to accept. Now, because you selected it, you have to accept it. That is your choice. So anything you pick, you have to accept. That is your choice. So the second reason why choice is accept. You select, you accept. Is this making sense? Right? You select, you accept. Why? Because it's your choice. The third reason why choice is to reject. Choice helps you to know, okay, I can't take this. I ain't gonna take this. I ain't gonna put up with this. That's my choice. I reject this. All right. So the same way it helps you to select, it helps you to accept, it also helps you to reject. So this is not for me. This is not for me. That also is a choice. You reject it. Right? Is this making sense? So these are 3 reasons why choice. Number 1, to select. Number 2, to accept. And number 3, to reject. Is this making sense? Put some fire in the comment section so I know this is making sense. Right? Now, question number 4. What are the benefits of choice? Now, we know choice has benefits. What are the benefits of choice? What do I stand to gain when I make a choice? What are the benefits of choice? I'm going to tell you 3 benefits of choice. So it's easy for you to always remember, right? 3 benefits of choice. Number 1 benefit of choice is you follow your heart. Now, this is very critical because you hear people say, oh, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Do the thing that gives you joy. Do the thing that resonates with you. Do the thing that makes you happy. Follow your heart, right? choice helps you to follow your heart. Right? So whatever you pick or select as your choice is because that's the same thing that you have in your heart. Because that's the same thing that you feel is best for you. Right? So the first benefit of choice is that you follow your heart. Now, nobody's compelling you, nobody is imposing it on you. You are following your heart. That is your choice. You see, in scripture, when Jacob wanted to marry Rachel, he was following his heart. Rachel was his choice. When he was deceived about Rachel, he rather worked another 7 years so he can have Rachel. That is choice. Follow your heart. Second benefit of choice is that you get what you want. Still using the Jacob analogy, Jacob was deceived and giving Leah, the elder sister, to Rachel. And Jacob said, no, this isn't what I bargained for. I will work another 7 years so I can get what I want, which is Rachel. So that tells you that for your choice, you always get what you want. Nobody would impose it on you. It is what you want. And that's the second benefit of choice. You get what you want because it's your choice. In that same scenario, Jacob said that for the love he had for Rachel, 7 years seemed like a few days because he wanted to get what he wants. So the second benefit of choice is that you get what you want. All right. The third benefit of choice is that it gives satisfaction and fulfillment. It's your choice. So you're going to be satisfied with your choice. You're going to feel fulfilled with your choice because it is your choice. It's not someone else's choice. So it gives you satisfaction and fulfillment because it's your choice. It's not someone else's. It's yours. Is this making sense? So these are the three benefits of choice. Number one, you follow your heart. Number two, you get what you want. And then number three, satisfaction and fulfillment. Choice will always give you satisfaction and fulfillment because it's your choice. You're always going to be satisfied with your choice. You're always going to be fulfilled that this is my choice. I chose this and I've gotten this. Question number 5. When is the best time for choice? When is the best time for me to make a choice? And like I always tell us, the last best time for choice was yesterday. The next best time for choice is now. Now is the next best time for choice. Not tomorrow, not later, not 5 hours from now, but now. Now, as you're watching this right now, now is the time to make a choice. There's someone who's watching this and you have been procrastinating. This is a reminder that now is the time to make a choice. There's someone who knows that, oh, I'm supposed to have done XYZ, and you have just been stalling, you have been dragging your feet, you have been holding back. This is a reminder. You've been asking for a confirmation. This is that confirmation. That now is the time to make that choice. Right? So these are the basic 5 questions on the conversation choice that leads us into the choice itself. I hope this is making sense for us. Right? If it's making sense, please type in the comment section making sense, right? So I know that this is making sense for you. Okay. Now, we've taken all 5 questions. Now let's get into the conversation of choice itself because we have so much to talk about because people really need to understand this so it will help them going forward as they make their choice. Right? So choice, CHOICE. CHOICE. E, choice, right? You know, my friend Emmanuel, who's on 19 million plays now on his podcast, Let's Talk Podcast with Emmanuel, last week did an episode on ICE, ICE, interest, commitment, and excellence, right? And I strongly recommend that you go listen to that episode. It was done last week, and it's something that would really bless your life. Now, this week, we're going to be talking about VAR, right? VAR, value, assets, and responsibility. So look forward to this week's conversation, but more importantly, go listen to last week's conversation on the Let's Talk podcast with Emmanuel on Wow FM, right? The link will be somewhere on this video, so you can always just click on it and go listen to it. It will really bless your life, right? It's really going to help you. Now, let's get into this choice conversation fully. Choice, 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 right? Now, we've already established the fact that your choice is a selection made from available option. Your selection that you make from available option, that is your choice. That is the choice. Now, choice itself, CHOICE. Now, let's break it down so you have a better understanding of it and how it actually relates to you and how it actually affects you. Right now, the C in choice is consciousness. And you know, if you ever heard me taught about consciousness, you would understand the role that it plays. I dare to say this, that your real address is not where you live, right? Your real address is not where you live. Your real address is your consciousness. So which begs the question, your choice is something you are always conscious of, which means you are never unconscious about your choice. You are never unaware of your choice, which means you can't make a choice that you were not fully conscious of. You can't make a choice that was imposed upon you. You have no idea about it, and then you made the choice. No. For every choice you make, you have the consciousness of the choice you are making. Are you getting this? So the C in choice is consciousness. Everyone who makes a choice have the consciousness of what they are making. Let's say you have to choose between A, B, and C. You have the consciousness of what A is, what B is, and what C is before you make the choice. So that lets us know that when it comes to choice, you are always conscious. So it starts with the consciousness. You know what it is you're making. You know what it is you're selecting from. You know what is your available action, your available option. So you always have a consciousness. It's never done in isolation. It's never done, oh, I'm unaware. No, no, no. You always know. You're always conscious of whatever it is you eventually pick as your choice. So there's always the consciousness. There's always the consciousness. So choice begins with the consciousness. Whether it's the right thing you're doing, whether it's the wrong thing you're doing, you're always conscious of what it is that you are doing. Right? When you're making a choice, you are not under any form of influence. You know, some people, when they take alcohol, they say, oh, I've been influenced by alcohol, or they say, oh, I've been influenced by my friends. No, 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 no. When it comes to choice, you are your influence because you are conscious. You have consciousness of what it is you are making as a choice. So the C in choice is consciousness. And the H in choice is hunger. Now, many people are going to argue with this and say, no, 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 I didn't have an option. That's why. No, 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 no. For every choice you make, you have a hunger for that thing that is your choice. It's just like saying, uh, scripture says that a man, when he's enticed, is drawn after his own lust. And when lust is finished, it produces sin. And when sin is finished, it produces death. There's always the hunger that you have that make you pick the choice that you pick. So which means a part of you or all of you yearns for whatever you pick as your choice. You have the hunger for it. Is this making sense? You have the hunger for it. So that lets us know that every choice that we make has deep-seated hunger within us. That's why it's our choice. Every choice that we make have deep-seated hunger within us. That's why it's our choice. So this lets us know that within everyone is that thing they yearn for, is that thing they hunger for. That's why it is their choice. See, when you understand this, you see the role that your choice play in your life, and you see how instrumental your hunger is towards your choice. Scripture says, they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, the same shall be filled. Your hunger is reflected in your choice. Your hunger is reflected in your choice. What you are hungry for is what you will make as a choice. So the H in choice is your hunger. The O in choice is opportunity. Right? Every choice you make is you latching on to an opportunity. So no choice is ever in isolation. Remember, we said your choice is a selection from an available option. Now, that available option shows the opportunity that is now before you. So whatever you pick as your choice is you taking on that opportunity. So every choice gives you an opportunity. Whether an opportunity to satisfy your cravings, opportunity to follow the leading of the Spirit, every choice gives that opportunity. Follow me closely. It's going to get very interesting, right? Don't go anywhere. Share this with your friends and followers, right? This is very important. So you can see where all of the things that you're doing is stemming from when it comes to your choice. Don't just say, oh, it's just how I am feeling. That's why. No, 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 no. There's always an opportunity. Always an opportunity. The I in choice is intentionality. For every choice, there is intentionality. You are intentional, right? Choice is not Bogbenta, Bogbenyi, Bogbenta Molele Akasamuse, Asakasiye, Kusakasiye, look, either need to damage, all the gullah either is the whole cancel, right? I don't know what that is, but people sing that back in the day, right? When you're trying to make a choice, you try to pick, right? The truth is this: every choice you make has its root in intentionality. You are intentional about what you pick as your choice. You are intentional about it. You know that this is what you are going for. You made up your mind that this is it for you. Nobody is compelling you for it. No, no, no. You said this is your choice. You are intentional about it. The same way God is intentional with his choice of us to be his children. Hence, he sent Christ to die for us, even when we're yet sinners. He was intentional about us being his choice. The same way, too, every choice you make, you are intentional about that choice. You are intentional about the choice. So this just reminds me that every choice we make, we were intentional about what we chose. It wasn't by mistake. It wasn't out of rush. We were intentional. And here this the C in choice is character. I know a lot of people will not want to believe this, but the truth is this: it is what it is. Whether you believe it or not is irrelevant. It is what it is. Your choice always reflects your character. You know when they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are? Why? Because the friends you pick reflect the person you are. I don't know who just got that. The friends you pick reflect the person you are. So it's okay sometimes to be alone. Because whoever you pick as friends is a reflection of your character. There's a saying that your opinion of me is a reflection of you. So that tells you that who you pick to be your friend, who you choose, your choice of friends reveals your character. Whatever you think it is that you choose reveals your character. Your choice reveals your character. It reveals your true nature. It reveals who you are. So no one is isolated from their choice. They are all part and parcel with their choice. There's a part of them that their choices reveal. And that part is their character. The choice reveals your character. The second C in choice is character. You're always going to pick whatever is in line or is attuned with your character. Right? So the second C in choice is character. And finally, the E in choice is expression. Your choice gives expression to who you are. Just like the character, it gives an expression of who you are. So when you make a choice, I'm really getting to know who you really are. Because there's an expression of you that is reflected through your choice. There's always an expression of you that is demonstrated, that is exhibited, that is on display through your choice. So this is what choice really is about. It's about your consciousness. It's about your hunger. It's about the opportunity. It's about intentionality. It's about your character. And it's about your expression. This is choice. And the truth is, like we said when we started, that even if you think you have nothing, you always have one thing, and that is choice. Everyone have choice. Everyone have choice. And I said here, you will always have a choice. So you can't ever say, oh, I don't have a choice. It was imposed on me. Oh, I didn't have a choice. Oh, no, no, no. It wasn't my choice. It wasn't my fault. That is what they call pork and bull story. You will always have a choice. You are never without a choice. Is it your relationship? Is it your finances? Is it your spirituality? Is it your mentality? Is it your emotions? Is it your physicality? You will always have a choice. You always have a choice. You are never without a choice. So you being here on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade every Sunday, 7 p.m. through to 8 p.m. is your choice. You chose to be here. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. It's your choice. So you are never without a choice. And interestingly, your choice have consequences. Your choice have consequences. Why? Your choice will always lead to action, and action have consequences. So therefore, your choice have consequences. So never forget this. While you're making the choice, remember your choice have consequences. Now, I have to let you know this saying. They say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But fool me thrice, and I will come at you with all that I have got and more. Yeah. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me thrice, I will come at you with all I have got and more. Because at that time, it's my choice. See, guys, we must remember this. We must remember this. Never forget this. Never forget this. Honesty costs you nothing. Honesty, it costs you nothing. But dishonesty can cost you everything. And you see, honesty, dishonesty, they are both your choice. You can choose to be honest, you can choose to be dishonest. You know, I think people say, oh, there are no faithful people anymore. In relationships today, people will always cheat, yada, yada, yada. The truth is this, and we must unfaithful. Follow me closely, guys. The truth is this, being unfaithful is a choice. Being faithful is a choice. None of these things were instilled on you from heaven. They are the choices you make here. They are the choices that you make. They are the choices that you make. And it's up to you to make the right choice. Right? They are the choices that you make. So it's up to you that you get to make the right choice. Being faithful is a choice. Being unfaithful is a choice. It's up to you that you make the right choice. It's up to you that you make the right choice. Being unfaithful is a choice. Being faithful is a choice. And everyone always have a choice. Everyone always have a choice. Everyone always have a choice. See these guys. It is first a choice. It is the outcome that determines if it's a good or a bad choice. You say, oh, that person made a good choice. Oh, that person made a bad choice. The truth is this, they just made a choice. It was the outcome of that choice that determined whether it was good or bad. Follow me closely, and I want you to really get this. We all make a choice. It's just a choice. It is the outcome of that choice that lets us know whether it is good or bad. It's just a choice. It's just a choice. The outcome now makes us know if it was a good choice or if it was a bad choice. See, we all make a choice every day, and not making a choice is a choice. It's just like indecision is still a decision. Not making a choice is still a choice. You say, no, I didn't make a choice. I'm not choosing yet. No, no, no. That's not making a choice It's still a choice. Still a choice. It's still a choice. There are 3 things about choice I want you to know. 3 things about choice. Number 1, it reorients you, which means your choice would give you a reorientation. If you keep making a particular choice, it reorients you. It changes your orientation. Right? Your choice to become physical with someone, it's changing how you think about that person. It's changing who you are towards that person. It's reorienting you. Your choice to be verbally abusive or to be abusive in whatsoever nature is reorienting you. It's giving you a certain way of thinking, giving you a certain way of living. Number 2, it influences your mindset. Every time you make a choice, it's influencing your mindset. You're standing for whatever is right or whatever is wrong. It's influencing your mindset. And the third thing about choice is that it changes you. Over time, your choice literally changes you. That's why you have the saying that we are products of our choice. Our choice changes us. So these are 3 things about choice you must remember. Number 1, it reorients you. Number 2, it influences your mindset. Number 3, it changes you. So when you say, "Oh, it's just a choice, it's not really big, it's not a big thing," Gen Z always say, "Oh," you need to maintain composure, right? That's the one in vogue now for Gen Z. You need to maintain composure. What you don't understand is whatever you're making as a choice to maintain composure, it's reorienting you, it's influencing your mindset, and it's changing you. But yeah, it's maintaining composure. It's maintaining composure, right? It's changing you. It is. And this is why this conversation is very, very apt for us at this time. So we can see the impact of our choice. You see, Lot wanted to go solo. You see that in Genesis chapter 14. Lot felt, oh, his servant and the servants of Abraham were beginning to strive, so he needed a break. And Abraham said, we are relatives, we shouldn't be striving. Whichever side you pick, you go, I will go to the opposite. And Lot saw the plains of Sodom and he went. That was his choice. Not knowing that God was already intending to destroy Sodom. See, like I told you, you would make a choice, but you are never free from the consequence of your choice. Because every choice has consequences. Every choice has consequences. Lot chose Sodom. He went with servants, with sheep, with everything, his wife and his 2 daughters. But Lot literally ran out of Sodom with himself and his 2 daughters, and he ended up in a cave. I always tell people, Lot made the choice to go solo, and he ended up so low. Did you get that? He made a choice to go solo, but he ended up so low. Your choice always have consequences. It always have consequences. Never forget that. You see, there are 2 traits of choice. When you see these 2 traits, you know that, oh, this person has made their choice. 2 traits of choice. 2 traits that people look at and they make their choice. Number 1, their beliefs. Number 2, their values. You would always see these 2 things in the choice that people make. What they believe, what they value. You will always see it in every choice that people make, their beliefs and their values. So no choice you make is outside of what you believe or what you value. It's always within that confines. It's always within that confines of what you believe and what you value, your choice. Always within that confines of what you believe and what you value. Two traits of choice, your beliefs and your values. And the one goal of choice is action for satisfaction. The reason you will take a choice is because it's your action for what will give you satisfaction. Now, Lot left Abraham to go to where he felt was better for him. Action for his satisfaction. For his satisfaction. Remember, I told you earlier that the second thing in choice is about character. Your choice reveals so much about you. Your choice also reveals your hunger, what you desire, your craving. The one goal of choice is action for satisfaction. Because for every choice you make, there's action you take and there's the satisfaction it gives. The prodigal son in Luke 15 told his father, "Give me a portion of your inheritance that befalls me." And he collected his portion and went away to a far country and started to live a righteous living. That was his choice. He took action for satisfaction. He took his inheritance and left. That was his choice. You see, the option you have available will always impact on your choice. Now, I'd like to also let us know this, that if you don't have an option, you really don't have a choice. In the political scene, I often say this, that if they determine your option, you don't have a choice. If there are only XYZ political party, those are your options. Whichever of those parties you pick, that becomes your choice. So the option already has determined your choice. So if you don't determine the option, chances are you can't make the good choice because you don't determine the option. Now, why am I saying this? The option available will impact in your choice. If your option is option A, B, C, there's no way your choice will be D. Are you getting this? If your options are A, B, C, there is no way your choice will be D. Your choice will either be A or B or C, which means the option available will impact on your choice. You need to understand this and you see how all of these things play in everyday world. You see, many things in your life come down to choice. Rich or poor is your choice. Sick or healthy is your choice. Married or divorce is your choice. Religion or pagan is your choice. Many things in your life comes down to your choice. Comes down to your choice. It comes down to your choice. I know you may not want to really believe or accept it, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, it is what it is. It comes down to your choice. Many of the things in your life will come down to your choice, right? It's going to come down to your choice. And you see, in scripture, you see something very interesting in the story of David, Uriah, and Bathsheba. And that is one story that I really love to talk about with people to tell you the implications of your choice, to tell you how much consequence your choice can have. Follow me closely. See these guys. David made a choice. He saw Uriah, he saw Bathsheba taking a bath while he was walking. And then he sent for Bathsheba. He went into her, inquired who she was, whose wife she was, and then he sent for Uriah. Come. And he told Uriah to go be with his wife when he discovered that Bathsheba was pregnant. All of these things David was doing was his choice. All of these things was his choice. Never forget that. Uriah, being a man of principle and discipline, didn't go home. When he came, David said, "Oh, go and rest, chill with your wife." Uriah said, "No, I can't do that. The Ark of the Covenant is in battle. My master Joab is at the field. I cannot go and be with my wife." That was his choice. And for that choice, David felt, okay, I know what to do. I will put him in the hottest part of the battle and tell the valiant men to withdraw from him so he will be killed. All of this reflects the choice. It's very important that we understand this. All of this reflects the choice. David took Bathsheba, killed Uriah. That was his choice. Uriah did not go home when David said he should go home. That was his choice. He took his own letter of death from David to Joab. That was his choice. See, we are all products of our choice. We are all products of our choice. We cannot evade it. We cannot run away from it. We are all products of our choice. Right? We are all products of our choice. We cannot evade our choice. We cannot run away from our choice. We are all products of our choice. All of us are products of our choice. And it's important that we understand this and see how it plays out in our lives. Right? Because we are all products of our choice. Now, see this, guys. Virtues and vices are our choice. Whether you do good or you do bad, they're your choice. The virtues are your choice. The vices, they're your choice. We are products of our choice. So, when you're not doing what you should be doing, that's a choice. We are all products of our choice. See, follow me closely. Follow me closely on all of this conversation. Hear this, right? Just hear this. Even God will not take away your choice from you. God will not take away your power of choice from you. He wouldn't. That's why he had made you a free moral agent. You have a right to choose. When God placed man in the garden, God gave man a choice to eat from any fruits of the garden except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So man had a choice for any tree, including the tree of life. He had a choice. But yet, man went to pick the exact thing that he was told not to do. So you see, virtues or vices, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. And you see this in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. The scripture says, I've set before thee this day life and death, blessings and curses. But choose life, that you and your family, it may be well with you. So you see, you have a choice to make. There's blessings, there's curses, there's life, there's death. The choice is still yours to make. Even though God says, I encourage you to choose life, He's not going to choose life for you. You still have to choose life for yourself. Because that's your choice. It all comes down to our choice. It all comes down to our choice. See this, guys. Many times people base their choice on sentiment, on emotions, on feelings, or on objectivity. So among all of these that I've mentioned, which do you base your choice on? Do the choice you make, are they based on sentiment, or are they based on emotions? Or are they based on your feelings? Or are they based on objectivity? Any choice that is not based on objectivity, you always make a wrong choice. When you make a choice based on sentiment, based on emotions, based on feelings, you always end up making a wrong choice. Now, see this, guys. You are not your condition, but you are your choice. Now, I'd like you to let that settle in first for a minute. You are not your condition, but you are your choice. And when we say you are not your condition, we are saying whatever it is that happened to you, you may not have been the cause for it. But you see, what you do with yourself after what has happened to you, that is your choice. So you may not be the reason why some things are happening to you, but you have a choice to make about what is happening to you. So you are not your condition, but you are your choice. How do I know this? In 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 3, the 4 lepers said, why sit we here and die? Why sit we here and die? Yes, they were lepers, no doubt. Yes, the famine was severe in the whole of Israel, no doubt. And the enemies were in the camp about to attack Israel, no doubt. But he said, why sit we here and die? They had a choice to make, and they made the choice. See what I said? You are not your condition, but you are your choice. They were not, they probably did not cause whatever happened to them that they were leprous. But you see, sitting there and dying in leprosy and dying in hunger, that was a choice. It's already bad that we are leprous. But we cannot now allow ourselves to die of hunger because we are leprous. So you see, you are not your condition, but you are your choice. You are your choice. In Luke chapter 15, verse 18, he says, I will arise and go back to my father. That's the prodigal son. Now he began to be in want. No one gave to him. He suddenly realized that even the servants in his father's house have enough to eat and to spare. So he said, I'm going to take this anymore. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go back to my father and say, yes, I'm no longer wanting to be called your son. Let me become one of your hired servants. So you see, when I tell you that you are not your condition, but you are your choice. He was already in want. He was feeding with swine. No one gave to him, but he made a choice to go back home. You are not your condition, but you are your choice. Never forget that. You are your choice. And you see, remember this, there are factors that can affect your choice. Yes, it's your choice, but there are certain factors that can affect your choice. And I'll tell you some of those factors that can affect your choice. Number one factor that can affect your choice, societal pressure. Oh, you're getting to so and so age. You should be married by this time. Oh, you should be having kids by this time. You're already married for so long. You should be having kids. Societal pressure can affect your choice. You know, there's this thing now that is in vogue now in Nigeria. People who traveled abroad before are sneaking in back. The same way you left with your full chest, come back with your full chest. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You left, it didn't go as planned, you came back. It's as simple as that. You've come back home. Like they say, no matter where you go, there's always the road that leads you home, or they Thomas, right? So you should come back with your full chest. Don't sneak in back because you didn't sneak out. It's a sign of societal pressure. All people now say. Some of them just relocate to another state entirely and not return back to their previous states. Why? Societal pressure. Another thing that affects your choice is family pressure. The pressure from your family will affect your choice. Oh, everybody's on your case. You need to be married. You're over a certain age. You are doing well, this and that. You need to be married. That family pressure is there. Sometimes that family pressure can influence your choice. Another thing that influences your choice is your environment, the environment in which you have been, the environment in which you are. It can influence your choice. Oh, everybody seems to be doing it in a certain way. Everybody, see, a lot of people who traveled, many of them were because of the environment they are in, seeing their mates and colleagues traveled, they also wanted to travel. Your environment can also influence your choice. Another thing that would influence your choice is your upbringing, the way you were brought up. Your upbringing, that too can influence your choice. Another thing that will influence your choice is your significant emotional experiences. If you had pain, hurts, or traumas, it's going to affect your choice moving forward. That's why I always tell people that if you live in Nigeria, Nigeria will happen to you. And if Nigeria happened to you, you would need therapy. And I'm not even joking. You will need therapy. If Nigeria happens to you, you will need therapy. So that also lets you know how your significant emotional experiences, heartbreak, can impact your choice moving forward. Trauma can impact your choice moving forward. Those are significant emotional experiences. Abuse can impact your choice moving forward. You see a lot of people say, oh, I can never date a man. I can never be married. Those are things that happen to them, significant emotional experiences. And that's now influencing their choice. And they say, nah, marriage is not for me. Some say, well, I'll just get someone's sperm and just fertilize my egg and just have a child, and that's it. A significant emotional experience that is affecting that choice. Right? And we say this, guys, follow me closely. We say this that no one is ever free from the consequence of choice. Just the same way they say freedom, everyone has freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. Which also lets you know that no one is ever free from the consequence of their choice. No one is free. No one is free from the consequence of their choice. You would face the consequence of your choice. You face the consequence of your choice. No one is ever free from the consequence of their choice. No one is ever free. See, when you make your choice, you become blind to other available options. You know, just like they say in marriage, for better, for worse, in sickness, in health, till death do us part. That's your choice. You have chosen that person that you have chosen as your life partner. And when you make that choice, you stick with that person. You become blind to any other person, any other option, because that's your choice. And I love to say this here: love is a command, boundary is a choice. We are commanded to love. But you see, boundaries, setting boundaries, it's a choice. Because when you don't have boundaries, you are like a city without walls. You're like a city without walls. Anything goes. So yes, you are commanded to love, but having boundaries, that is your choice. And see, your choice is not always, your choice may not always be relevant politically, but your choice in your life is always significantly relevant. I'll take that again. Your choice may not be relevant politically. So when you say go vote, sometimes your choice of your vote may not count. It may not be relevant politically, but your choice is always relevant significantly in your life, because this is your life. Whatever you choose about your life will stay with your life, would affect your life, would influence your life. So your choice is always going to impact on your life. It's going to be significantly relevant in your life, your choice. So you cannot blame another person for your choice. You cannot hold another person ransom for your choice. It's going to be significantly relevant in your life, your choice. And you see, in Luke chapter 10, from verse 38 to 42, where you find the story of Mary and Martha, when Jesus visited their house. Martha was busy in the kitchen preparing stuff. Mary was busy at the feet of Jesus listening to his words. Both of them had a choice. Mary chose to sit at his feet and listen to him. Martha chose to be busy about the kitchen duties. And I often say that the one who is the bread of life is in your house and you are bothered about food. Doesn't make sense. But just shows where her choice lie. Do you get that? It just shows where her choice lie. And you must understand this. A bad choice may feel good, but it's still a bad choice. So when you're talking about, you're not talking about, oh, how am I feeling when I'm making, no. A bad choice may feel good, but it's still a bad choice. A good choice may feel bad, but it's still a good choice. Abraham chose to let Lot go. It felt bad because he was the one who actually brought Lot out of Haran with him. Lot had nothing there, but now Lot had grown and become a big man, but he had to make that choice to let him go. A good choice may make you feel bad, but it's still a good choice. And the moment Lot left, God spoke to Abraham again and said, as far as your eyes can see, will I give to you and your children for inheritance, including where Lot was going to. And I always tell people at that point, Abraham saw the whole world. He saw the whole world. So sometimes a good choice may feel bad, but it's a good choice. And other times, a bad choice may feel good, but it's a bad choice. So it's not about your feeling. Choice is the choice. It's not about your feeling. Remember this. Nothing defines you like your choice. Nothing refines you like your choice. And nothing exemplifies you like your choice. So your choice defines you, your choice refines you, your choice exemplifies you. And one thing I like to tell us is that personal development is a choice. Personal development is a choice. But it is a great and wise choice. It's not just a good choice, it is a great and wise choice. So, guys, apologies for the power cut. We just had to do what we had to do. And thank you so much for being understanding. We'll probably make a better choice for our timing for next time, right? I didn't want to lose the whole video because we're almost done before the power situation happened. So I apologize. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay, so this is the much that we can take on this conversation on choice. We've exceeded our time, and I'm glad that you stayed to the end. Thank you so much for not making a choice to walk away. You could have, but you stayed true to the end. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful for you doing this. This is the longest we've had. All the time we've been doing live is over an hour, 7 minutes, right? And I'm truly glad that you stayed through till the end. Has this been worth your while? Is this going to help your journey in choice moving forward? I hope it does. I really hope it does because you are a product of your choice. It's always wise you start to make a wise choice. Like we always tell you, those of you who follow us and understand what we do, we always tell you that three things will happen for you in this new week. Number one, increased voice of God. Number two, open heavens over your life. And number three, more angelic activities in all that you do. Remember, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. So we encourage you to leave good behind so that you can upgrade. And remember, personal development, upgrade is always a choice. And we trust that moving forward, you would make a wise choice. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.